Hi everyone. Here we're going to do the review of the classic homework. This is your first homework or assignment we're reviewing. Exciting? I think so. But before we do that, I'd just like to digress for a moment. This is the first day our channel's been open, the YouTube and the Discord, and the amount of gratitude that's just coming forth from everybody. It's overwhelming. It really warms the heart and the soul, and I thank you so much for it. But what's really great about it isn't just for me, thank God. It's also for the administrators who've put in a lot of work trying to get this scene together for you, and also amongst yourselves. You're wishing each other good luck. That's really great, and I appreciate it. Then the other thing I'm going to look at is this chat. As I said, this has only been open for a day. You guys like to talk a lot, don't you? That's good. Nice and friendly group. We like that. So I can imagine how active it's going to be when you have some trades to talk about. So to get there, let's do our homework. So here's our first one. Now look at this. The first clip I drew up here is going right to the gullet. We've never done that before, have we? It- We talked about the trend lines on the sides, but it's just right to the gullet. Because if you bring it down here, you're just getting resistance. I mean, you're getting support in here and a little bit of resistance, but it's the only thing that comes below it is this one, except for that little thing right there. You could do it that way, or you could do it up there, but then you don't get the top of this one here of push three. So I just feel as though sometimes I wanted to show you that going down the gullet sometimes is the best choice. Oh, and as a side note, the way I came up with the idea of the clip was back when I was trading forex on the MT4, and they had indicator. Was it like a devil's pitchfork? You could take it, you click it down here, move it up, and then you can move one side out, and the parallel line would come out here, and another parallel line would come out there, and you'd be looking for the trend lines in there. And notice, hey, that center line is going right down the center actually, so I can find out what's going on with the pushes just by drawing that. So that's just a little side note as far as how I came up with the idea. So let's put our numbers on, 1, 2, 3, and push 2 came right back in here into the middle of the push 1 pullback. Okay, we'll get into why that did that later on another show, but we want to see the big picture here. We want to see the push 1, the 2, and 2 came back and stopped on the 1. Then come below. Came to the top, above, or right in the middle. That's how they come back. Okay, so, oh, yes. Um, and the first set of flashcards I did for you, I didn't label the movement. We always put the label around the push 2 because it tells us what type of movement we have between these two and maybe what we can expect coming up to there. What we expect coming up to there would really usually depend upon what we get in here. Okay, but as we flush this out, we start developing what these sub pushes are. If you don't label them, you can lose track of, you won't really see the flow of how the price moves during the day. So if you can get in the habit of just putting a label on your push 2 as far as what type of movement it is, it'll help you a lot in reviewing your homework later on. Yes, you got to review the homework. So here's another one. We got our clip in there and our numbers, and you thought this was push 2, didn't you? Because it came back in here. Well, it's not really. Because looking over here, see all this action in here? That's what you get in push 2. The push 2 pullback, right? Because they're trying to really work the market. They're trying to get you to go the wrong way. So that's your 1, that's your 2, and your pullback came down to right there, right off the top. Pinged it right off the bat. Why? Because, well, you did have a few little spikes here where they could have come into here, but look how hard they worked it. They came back and they got those guys already if they already moved to the break even. Then they went up, fooling around some more here. People are seeing this, oh, it's going up. I don't know if it's going up. I don't know if it's going up. So I don't want to lose any money, so they moved the stop loss right there where they entered as a breakout trader. Bang, they're gone, and the market makers are happy. They made some money. Um, so then we put our little CL up top, and oh, where'd that come from? I know you've always seen them going up one way. Well, you know what? Market makers go both ways. You should keep that in mind too. You can go both ways. Those are numbers. And look how it came back in here, huh? came right back into here where the reversal traders were. There was nobody in here to stop hunt the breakout traders. We had a little zip down in here, not much, but there's no one who did any stop hunt on these. So on a logic basis, yeah, that's a good place for them. And our next one is there's our clip and our numbers, and look where he came back. He came way back in here to the middle of the push one pullback. He could have come here, but well, yeah, they could have, but they may have already worked that. The middle of push one is usually a good place to come back to for them on things like this, but there's another reason in here which we'll get to as we develop things later on in that little symbol. Here's another push through numbers, and I know you're looking at this also as the push 2 right in here, but look how much more action you got in here. That's your push 2 right there, and 3 went slightly above it, and the stop hunt came right back into here. See how it came back a little bit above here? That's because of this vector bar. Okay, this vector bar, when they filled the breakout uh, stops right in here, where they had their orders pending for a stop order for going long. Oh, they didn't get filled there. They get filled up in here someplace. Obviously, right there. These guys was the first shot. They hadn't moved their stop losses up here as yet because they hadn't had any significant pullback, so they can come to break even. I mean, that's the logic that I have in it. Hopefully that makes sense to you too. All right, going on to the next one, and we've got a trend line, a clip in there. We got our 1, 2, and 3, and our push 2 came back right down into here. Here's push 1, here's the middle of it. It's also right in the area where a reversal trader would be getting in. Okay, and we got our CL up there. Here's the next one. This is a strange one. Look at the count. We got one down here. The one is really up in here. You see how you get this spike up in there? You get this right in here. I don't really know what this is, but for how things are moving out and the count coming in here, this is U1. And of course, they came back and stop hunted them. Okay. Oops, I'm sorry. Was I too fast on that one? All right. There we go. Our next one, and our clip is in there. Our 1 is way up in here. 2 down here, and came back into the middle of the. Let me put it on there. There it is. Came into the middle of the push 1 pullback. Push 1 here. It came up to there. That's right in the middle. And it's also right where some reversal traders would have gone short in there. Got our symbol in there, and we move to the next one, and here we go. That's a strange looking one, isn't it? See, I'm showing you not just the really clean things. This is clean as far as up in here, but there's a reason for this vector, which we'll cover at another time. We're just trying to get the big picture right now. And if you look at close, see this little black line? It shows it didn't take it out. If it took that out, it would have been an entirely different type of pattern. But right now, it's still just a classic. And it got this big spiked out vector move, really. And so we can get into how or why it did that later on. I'd love to talk about these things, flesh these things out, but I want you to get the big picture, and then when you come in here and look these things over, it'll make so much more sense. So I gotta follow my own rules and not go and digress and go into all these different movements. So I'm sorry if I'll try and stop mentioning that stuff again. There's our stop hunt up there and our symbol and our next one. There we go. And it goes oh, 1, 2, 3, and our stop hunt was where? Right to the top, huh? Look at that, huh? It did pump up a little bit and came down. They stopped hunting a little bit, but look at how they're going. They just came back, and these people said, "Oh, geez, I think it's going to go down. I don't know." They said they get a 1, they get a 2, they get a 3. They didn't know about a clip, did they? So that's where it is. And then this one here is, did I do this already? I don't think so. Here's our clip, One, two, three, and we came right back into here, right off the top. So that covers the review. So how'd you do? I'm sure you did great. If you didn't, well, post your comments in the what the heck is it? The classic chat section, and we'll see if we can get some feedback from the other members. And if that doesn't work out very well, I'll see what the problem is, and we'll address it in a separate video. So good. Oh, wait a minute, before I say good luck, all because you've seen what the classic movement is here. Doesn't mean you say, okay, I got it. Not quite. To really learn it, you have to keep practicing it. So you have to practice this part going forward on your own. So the way you do that is at the end of each day, you take your chart and you look at it on take a pair and look on it on the 5-minute chart. And if you see something that looks like a classic, take a screenshot of it, mark it up, and then post it into, let me see, where is it? Post the flashcard right in here. Whoa, look at this stuff. Somebody's been in here already. So post your flashcards that you make in here. This looks like some of the things I've done. I don't know. So that would be your future homework for working the classic pattern, and you should be doing that with each pattern that we go forward. So as you're doing the classic, you can do an aggressive push one, you can do a full move, whichever ones we're covering. You should keep hunting for them on a daily basis after the day is over and post it in here, please. So good luck with it.